Hello, you guys. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my intro wasn't even. I don't even know what I played. I honestly panicked because I didn't know that any comments I were looking at would be up on the screen during the countdown. Um, Anyways, how are you guys? Did I stop it before it went to that? Hell, I can't even think straight. I'm telling you right now. Oh yeah, my brain's just like, what the F, dude? Thank you, Sarah. How are you guys? Hey, Brittany. Hey, Loki's mom, Angie, Lynn, Kels Bells, Moy. Hey, Chloe. I think, did I say that? Pointer Lover, Andrea, mom. Maria, CC, case discussion, Granny's watching. Callie Marie, Sunny, Charlotte, Lynn, um, and anybody I've missed. Penny for your thoughts, Boots Mama. You guys, okay, I'm sorry, but have I not made this clear? I thought I said, like, in the very beginning, like, before I said anything, like, that this is not about Miranda. I don't want to say, I don't know what's happened to her. I was not there. I don't want to make claims of what's happened to her. I want the police to handle that. I know Angie wants police to handle that. I said Angie has, acquired legal help just for that specific matter, separate from her other legal help because of the allegations. And we didn't talk about it. So today, Miranda did a live that was directed at me, and the comments were off and everything, but there was like a lot of stuff in there that was just not true. So I thought, are you even watching my lives? Like, I recorded it on my phone because I'm not getting copyright struck. I speeded it up and I'm going to pause along the way, but there's some things in there I want to address what she says because, it makes no sense to me based on what's been said in my lives. Anyways, hey, oh, Granny. Hey, True Crime and Coffee. Hey, Boo Boo Kitty Meow. Hey, Hollywood. How are you guys? Hey, Thumb Thug from Poconos. Cool. Thank you. I feel hungover and I didn't even drink. Oh my gosh, I'm emotionally drained. I can't wait because I'm going swimming with my kids after this live. I'm just going to go sit in the float and just float for like an hour and get burnt. And oh, welcome. Let's see. KNS, thank you. It doesn't matter how clear we make it, they twist it to be unclear. I know. Is she what? Like, she can't be watching. But anyways, she had a lot of questions about this to me, and I wanted to address some of those questions. I think that it's fair considering they were like addressed straight to me. Bringing awareness of the scamming that's been happening. We aren't in support of SA. Exactly. And we don't know what happened. And there's a lot of stuff that is very convoluted around that. I don't want to even get onto that. It's not about that. You know why? The money started in April of 2021. Miranda and Heather became friends and stuff later that year at the end of the year. And Miranda arrived there in December. And after she had been there for a week is when Heather claims herself out of her own mouth that she was told about the SA stuff. Now, so that has nothing to do with the money. It's a separate issue. That's something that I don't think any of us should get into. But I do think law enforcement should. That is a really serious allegation. You know, there were some really disturbing ones today. Law enforcement needs to be involved with that. Absolutely. Nobody's standing behind that stuff. It's just hurtful though. Just because it's just hurtful. I can't imagine how Angie must feel. But let's go ahead and listen to this because there's some stuff that I want to address. I'm sorry, but I don't know if she has or not. But as a survivor myself, that triggered me so much in her live just now. Peach, I am so sorry because I've heard that over and over and over again. And it is so like, that has to do, think about this. That's with Miranda and her family, right? What we're talking about is with Angie and Heather. They are completely two separate issues. It was not, I'm going to do all this scamming to get you out of this abusive home because you didn't know about it till after or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And all right, let's just hear it and then y'all will see what I'm talking about. Most of you guys probably heard. Including herself. Absolutely, it does. Okay. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I was responding to Jana.
All the hate and the constant bashing.
Who is bashing you, sweetheart? I mean, this is crazy to me. Ain't nobody over here bashing you. We have kept you out of the subject. I have said I don't know if you're involved or not. I feel very sorry for Miranda at times. Sometimes she says stuff that slips away from my mind a little bit, but most of the time I'm in a place of compassion with her. She started this out. There you go, crazy mama. Okay.
In a while, all the hate and the constant bashing. I don't understand why you guys are constantly silencing me. That you guys are spinning the narrative and going around saying that it's my wife is a scammer and going back to Allen days. That is irrelevant to the situation that's going on.
Wow. Wait a minute. No one is silencing you either. And that's something we're going to get into. She says that I've been reporting her comments. For one, you wouldn't know who it was, but it ain't me. I ain't reporting anybody's damn comments to silence them. That's ridiculous. If you cannot sit there and say that oh, Allie, I don't understand. I don't know what she's being told.
No, I think it's absolutely disgusting that some of you guys are a bunch of keyboard warriors and saying that, oh, Heather's a liar this, Heather's a liar that. Miranda, do you know what you're doing? Do you understand what the situation's going on? Yes, I do, because I married her.
Hey,
she's my wife. I know exactly what I'm doing. And that's the smoke, it's the diffuser, my business. But anyways, I really want to address Allie, because at this point, what the hell are you trying to prove? What is your end game? What are you trying to get at? Why are you constantly lying? And the fact is that every single thing you say and lie, you can't even keep the story straight.
Okay, whoa. This story was so straight. I mean, we had it completely lined out in perfect order. What do you mean? What am I trying to prove? I'm just showing what happened. I wasn't ever going to do it publicly. I was just saving it for the courtroom. After all that stuff happened back in the spring and we had talked about it, I privated my video because I did feel I should have, at least asked for the other side's side, because that's what you do, right? You got to get both sides. And next thing you know, the last few weeks, post after post, video after video, eventually, I decided, fine, I'm going to let everybody know exactly what's happened. You guys would have found out anyways after the court process. But yeah, so I've always been very clear about my intentions from day one. Of why I even did my video the other day was to let you guys know why I was involved in this, what the evidence that I had been looking at the whole time, where I was coming from, that this had nothing to do with Miranda. It doesn't. Of course, when we didn't know if she knew the full story, we were very worried about her safety. And so would safety come before money? Of course, but the money was an issue from day one. The first live, we shared many messages with the lawyer, with Chris. We talked about the money. We showed PayPal stuff. We went through the fake documents. It's always been an issue. It's just that obviously once you said, I want to be here, then we're like, okay, do what you want, girl. You are a grown-ass woman. This is being twisted. It's not genuine. Oh, Peach. Here, listen.
Shouldn't that be enough that now all of a sudden that you're saying that you're gay? As a proud LGBTQ member that I've been gay my whole entire life, I can pick up on gaydar, okay? I can pick up that I think maybe you got drunk at a party one time, maybe in high school, and decided to kiss some girls, or did kiss a girl. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily gay, or by you flirting with other people with like text messaging, trying to keep that in your back pocket. But the fact is, you are still enabling a homophobic person.
Wait a minute. She just said, let's hear that again.
Are you straight? Anyways, I really want to address Allie.
Wait.
Are you constantly lying? And the fact is that every single thing you say in a lie, you can't even keep the story straight. Shouldn't that be enough that now all of a sudden that you're saying that you're gay? As a proud LGBTQ member that I've been gay my whole entire life, I can pick up on gaydar, okay?
You can pick up on gaydar? Now you're telling me what I am? Huh. Okay.
I can pick up that. I think maybe you got drunk.
Got drunk and made out with a girl in high school? It does sound like something Heather would say. That is so stupid. I don't ever choose who I'm going to be with based on what's in their pants. To me, I see people as people. Sometimes I'm attracted to all sorts of different people. Okay? As a lesbian, you made my gaydar go off. Thank you, Christy. Or Woofy, sorry. I read Christy above your comment. Thank you, Woofy. Appreciate that. But seriously, how could you even say that? Now you're doing to me what you're claiming is being done to you.
Doesn't mean that you're necessarily gay, or by you flirting with other people with like text messaging, trying to keep that in your back pocket.
Text
but
message?
The fact is, you are still enabling a homophobic person on your channel, enabling that person to constantly lie and constantly say that I'm not gay. But now all of a sudden you're gay, when clearly you're not. We all know that. And
are you fucking serious? Number one, I never said I was gay. I'm not gay. Okay. I said what Heather making post after post after post about me. She claims I'm messing with a protected class. Technically, I'm part of that community too. That is what I said. Yeah, and then last night, the stuff about I said in your addict bashing, Heather said, no, I just think drug addicts are fucking disgusting. Like, shame on you.
In your little posse, you may say that you are. You're just trying to get more likes and whatnot. But at this point, I can see right through you. I know that you are trying to silence me. I see that you're reporting all my comments, trying to ignore the fact that I'm trying to stick up for myself, but you have me blocked for one.
Listen.
But now all of a sudden you're gay.
Hold on.
When clearly you're not. We all know that. But at this point, I can see right through you. I know that you are trying to silence me. I see that you're reporting all my comments.
I'm trying to silence her by reporting all of her comments. When I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, like, if a comment is reported, it doesn't tell you who did it, and it doesn't necessarily take it down either. This is crazy. Megan, I don't know. Hey, Irish Crime and Coffee Time. Pointer Lover. It is insulting as hell. Do not tell me what I am. You don't, and you can't tell other people what they are. We're not telling you that you're not. Yes, she did. She said, I'm not shaming you. I just think fucking drug addicts are disgusting. It's still up on her page. Oh, I'm so angry. I know, Jess. Me too. Hold on, you guys. Okay, sorry. Bentley came out, and he definitely can't be out here.
Ignore the fact that I know that you are trying to silence me. I see that you're reporting all my comments, trying to ignore the fact that I'm trying to stick up for myself, but you have me blocked for one thing, so I can't even go on your lives and to defend myself when I try multiple times. But again, you have me blocked. And shouldn't that show how disgusting that is, that you're trying to silence the victim here? I think at this point, like I said before, what are you trying to prove at this point? Are you so unhappy with your life that you are trying to hurt my wife now?
What the fuck? Yep, just so miserable over here. I'm like, who can I hurt? No, are you ridiculous? Like, this is ridiculous. I cannot. It just feels, it's very irrational. It's not, seems like she has not heard a damn thing I've said. I'm wondering who's telling her all this. I'm reporting her comments. That sounds very paranoid to me. Like, that is not. Thank you, Britt. Yeah. Meanwhile, you have comments turned off. Oh, thank you, Vicky. I love you guys. You guys that like, I've I've built really special relationships on here with you guys. I don't either, crazy mama, but this like, and I don't want it. I don't want this to become that either, right? Because this is a case, something that's happened in our community, a crime. And other than that, after this today, I will not be responding on any of their community posts. I'm not going to watch the other channels that are going to like react, their friends that are going live for them. I'm done because this obviously they're not even hearing me. They are not even arguing off of what is being factually said over here. It's like, she might be blocked here. She probably is, honestly. I don't know, but that's probably been that way for a long, long time. And I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. I remember the first time she came in, I was like, that isn't Miranda, and blocked her. And then it's just been like that.
Trying to spin a narrative at the point that.
But I would like for her, hey, if she would actually come over and listen and have the conversation and let me show her what I've been saying on here, I'm down for that.
You know what? Maybe if my wife and I divorce, or my wife gets hurt because of one of your assholes, that you guys is constantly trying to attack her, that I'll just magically go back to the farm. But why should it matter, Allie? Why do you want me to go back to the farm so bad? Why? That's one thing is that
Nobody wants you to go back to the damn farm. I believe I've said it like 3 times in the last 2 days. I don't think your mama would have you right now. Nobody wants you to go back to the farm. Your mama would not have you until you get some help.
I'm not saying why. At this point, I think, like I said, it's disgusting. And looking back on your lives, you're calling me disgusting, that I'm not gay, that I'm delusional, that I should be scared. But that's, like I said.
I said she's not gay. I said she's delusional, and I said she should be scared. If anyone in this chat remembers me saying any of those 3 things, please smack me upside my face because I'm going crazy.
At this point, I think, like I said, it's disgusting. And looking back on your lives, you're calling me disgusting, that I'm not gay, that I'm delusional, that I should be scared.
I've never called her disgusting, not gay, delusional, never said she should be scared. I mean, and Kim Spin Doctor Room. Hey, his Sally, my Jack. Show me the money. This is just crazy. It's completely not true. I saw her comment earlier, Allie. Nothing about what you've been. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Vicky. All right.
Well, that's, like I said, you are trying to silence me so I can't defend myself. And you have to go on these lives to spread lies.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around it. And at this point, I see your true colors. I think you are the most disgusting person ever. Because again, I feel like going in circles. You can't. You can't even explain to your viewers why you're doing this. And
yes, I can.
Now you're trying to silence me, the victim, the SA victim.
Me, the SA victim.
You're the one that's saying that I was never raped.
The fuck if I said that? You are lying. That is a lie. This is all defamation. Every fucking bit of this is lies. Every fucking bit. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm sorry, but man, doing a live talking about drug addicts. Oh my God. What is the title? Nope, never said any of that. Thank you, Maria Woofy. Nope, never said any of that. Thank you, Shar. I've missed you. Will the real CW and Mark please stand up? One of your fingers on each, hands up. Be proud to be out of your mind and out of control. Holy moly, this is out of control. Thank you, Woofy. Thank you. Thank you. Please share my addiction video. I shared it. I did. And yeah, you guys share it. Please, it is very important and special. Oh my God, Annette, I don't understand. I don't. Thank you. I don't know. I'm just glad you guys don't remember me saying that because I'm watching this morning like, am I in the damn Twilight Zone? Because that's what it feels like. Like, you're not watching my, that's why I titled this, You Can't Be Watching My Lives or whatever I said. There's no damn way.
In a while, it's all the hate and the constant bashing. I don't understand why.
That was the...
You silence me.
Wrong one.
The victim. The essay victim. Over and over again.
They got it, Lucy Lee.
Do you want me to constantly explain what it was like during the rape? Yeah. I don't think a lot of these viewers want to hear that, but I think you get off on it.
Wait,
I think you're so...
Listen to this accusation, y'all. This is dead serious. And this...
But I don't know what you want from me. Do you want me to constantly explain what it was like during the rape? Yeah. I don't think a lot of these viewers want to hear that, but I think you get off on it. I think you're so sick in the head that you want me to suffer, that you want me to explain over and over again. Because like I said, it only benefits you because you get the likes and views and you get a paycheck from this.
What the fuck? Or if she has issues causing confusion, I don't know. I want her to explain her rape, getting her rape kit and her being raped over and over again. Yeah, that's why I've said we're not going to talk about any of that over here. That makes a lot of sense. We literally have said over and over again, that's going to be left up to law enforcement, right?
But you claim to have multiple jobs. I don't know. I just don't know. I think
Peach, probably, but I can't look just yet till I get because I'll lose my place in this little clip. But I will look as soon as I get done with that.
I just sit here in silence because I don't know how many times I have to explain myself over and over again that you were the one that started this. You can go and spin this narrative saying that you never started it. And you can have your little posse and followers who just think that you're just pretty and that they just want to like you and support you just because of that. But the fact is, like I said, none of this comes down to money. But you want to silence me, which is the fact that everything's going on. And you want to say that's money because that's more interesting than saying, this person was raped and backpedal real quick.
Yeah, I want to say it's about money because that's more interesting than talking about rape. What the hell, man? This is sick. This is sick as hell.
Spread the lies about that. Seeing your friend, your little posses, commenting stuff over and over again about you are a scammer, your wife's a scammer. That's getting real freaking old. And the fact that we get the harassment, the funny thing is, you and your little posses constantly comment on our posts, constantly comment on everything, our lives and videos, but yet we have the dignity to not go and comment on your stuff. Other than that, I'm trying to defend myself, but you have me blocked. Which, again, you're trying to silence me because what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of the truth, that people can actually believe me, the truth?
Oh, yes. So afraid people are going to believe you. No, I don't think that you even know about this. Honey, you were not around. We're talking about going back to April of last year, okay? You and Heather have plainly said that you didn't even tell her about the stuff that in your home and go get the rape kit and all that until you were in Vegas. All of that comes after. So, no.
I think you guys need to stop that. I'm tired of people now saying that my wife has a gambling problem. That's fucking ludicrous.
Thank you, Navigator.
I love how you guys just constantly put little digs and little hate comments here and there, and that some other little bitch says something about travels and we talking about running fucking magic carpet. You guys don't make any sense. I think a lot of you guys are bored midlife crisis women.
Thank you, Vicky, and thank you, Navigator, you guys. It is hurtful. It's like But then again, that's what, after this, anything I talk about will just be about the case, about what she's done to the community, about, different things like that, things that we can prove and show. I've made it very clear. I'm not here to harass anybody. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm not here to physically see anybody. I'm not here to lie. Therefore, there is nothing illegal about what I'm doing. So if you don't like it, that is fine. But to get on your platform and twist it like this into some very sick stuff, or are you not twisting it and this is what you're being told, Miranda? I'm not sure. But none of what you've said is true. We're a posse.
And the fact that you guys are so caught up in this lies that you're portraying about this.
The truth is, there are people from all over the community who have come together and said this is wrong. There are people who don't like me, who have played some of this on their channel. I've seen them talk, shit about me in the past, played stuff on their channel about this and how it's wrong. And, there's a lot of people who have been talking about this, creators and commenters.
I mean, we don't need to address it anymore because we've already told the truth. Allie, if, say you had a daughter, or you know someone personally that's close to you is going through all this rapes and being sexually assaulted at home.
Parawoman, there's a few.
Wouldn't you understand? I think that would be a little bit different for you. But like I said, I don't understand why you constantly have to spin the narrative and can't even acknowledge the facts, that you have to go and say that, oh, Heather's a scam artist.
I can't acknowledge the facts. Wait, what? I can't acknowledge the facts. See what I mean? This is the Twilight Zone. I feel like they're not acknowledging any of the facts, and they only want to talk about the emotional stuff, the homophobic, or the stuff with the essay allegations. That's not what this is about. When I said that day one when I came back on my channel to talk about this with you guys.
What the fuck does that even have to deal with? What does Dr. Phil have to do with this? Because to be honest, that sounds freaking stupid.
Thank you, David. Hope you're doing good too.
I think if that ever happened, I think he would just hound you.
No,
because
I'm on drugs.
You constantly lie. Everything you say is very, very degrading online.
I hope they do. Can you imagine? Please do. Let's get somebody fair who will look at both sides of the situation. They will never do that. Heather will never do that. She may say that. She might say that to try to scare people. Do it, please. Because I know over here, there's nothing to hide. So please, that would be so, so amazing. Because those people will do their own research. They're not going to take your word for anything.
Towards me, even degrading on yourself, because I just feel like you're digging yourself a grave. And I just,
oh my
really
God.
Don't understand. I feel like you need to stop. I don't know how many times I need to stop. Have you stopped? The fact that just because we're putting pressure on you,
CPS,
that you can come and say, well, you're harassing me. You're harassing me. This is not fair. Boo-hoo me. But, bitch, you're the one that started this, okay? And stop reporting my fucking comments because you're trying to silence me. You are silencing me, the victim here. I'm trying to defend myself, and you are reporting my comments so people cannot see them, to see the truth, that I keep calling you out. But also because I think a little part of me that you're scared of me. The fact that you have to, like I keep having to tell people, you are blocking me, which is disgusting. Trying to belittle me, which is disgusting. Trying to say that I'm disgusting and that I don't know what I've got myself into, that I'm not gay. I don't know how many more times to go over this over and over and over again.
I've never said she's not gay, ever. I would never say that. I'm not belittling her. I literally said this is not about Miranda. I have nothing bad to say about her. Don't want to talk about her. I stand with Miranda. That's actually not true. PayPal recently just did another payback to Angie, and there's stuff happening every single day. I don't think anybody knows. Just like I have heard many people say, oh, well, the police have investigated it and they don't think there's a crime. That is not true. They definitely think there's a crime. You want me to give you the officer in Canada's number that I've talked to with the RCMP for quite a lot, a couple times? He definitely thinks this is a crime. He thinks it's professional level. He cannot get over it. So don't say that. That's not true. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, the autism. Oh. CPS on me for what? My kids are perfect. They are perfect. They go to a very expensive private school that my parents have thankfully helped me with. They are healthy, they're happy, they are really pretty isolated, especially since COVID. They are perfect, absolutely perfect. Does that mean I'm now a posse? I just.
And sorry, I'm not being controlled, by the way, people. This is a lot of nice messages from my friends.
Absolutely,
people that actually
Jess.
matter. I go onto phone messaging and message me over the phone, so I have to go on YouTube and comment. I'm getting a lot of support, and I thank you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you everyone for doing this to me. Thank you, because that's what real friendships do. Is that they support us not over just over on YouTube, but to message me. Okay. I need you to stop. I need you to stop belittling me and silencing me, the rape victim. Okay,
Miranda, you guys. I will stop because I've never started. I don't plan on belittling you. I have nothing against you. I don't even know you. I personally think you lean more towards a victim in this. I don't know. My mind changes from time to time, to be honest, but I have no problem with you. I will not belittle you. I encourage you to tell your story. I hope that Angie can be there to stand up for herself, and you guys can figure all that stuff out in court legally. Okay? I'm not silencing you. Please stop saying that.
The lies and say, don't say the R word, don't say the R word, don't mention it, because you know what? That is what it's all about. And you know that. Do you really want me to explain to you over and over again what I've endured? Do you want me to tell you the fact that, again, my brother beat the living shit out of me to pin me down, to take off my pants, and to do what he wanted to do just to get off? The fact that you thought that your own father would, someone that you thought that would like, protect you, would do the horrible things they did to you for years, and I don't know if I should explain, but I feel like
I don't want to trigger you guys. I'm sorry.
Hospital. So I'm lucky to have my wife there with me while we wait. But finally, when she comes in, because it's sad because we live in a metropolitan city and that there's a lot of rape victims. I have to go follow her behind her to go into her little office. And she was so mean. She never used proper verbiage. She pretty much said, "Now spread them." First, she said, "Take off your pants." Take off your panties.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Fucking 60.
Skip through that just because.
It really goes to show who's your guys' characters. And then you want to say that I wasn't raped, that I was never sexually assaulted, that all this is lies and more, that she just wants more sympathy.
I've said that Miranda wants sympathy and this is all lies. The fuck if I have. Whoever's telling you that is lying. I would love to see her actually hear my videos. I don't believe she is, because I've never said any of this shit. She would know better than to get up there and spout nothing but lies about what I've said over here.
I was. I don't know how much more evidence you need. I don't know how much proof you need. I don't understand. Why you can't comprehend that. It makes me so angry.
Yeah, I'd love Jess to come up. I dropped the link.
Young's great. Like, you're supporting a woman who I could cry to day and out. Would be just listen to me. I need my fucking mother to listen to me, but all she would say is pray to God. God will listen to you. That the family has a spirit of lust. What sound freaking minded person would say that? When you try to go to your mother for help, but all she would say every single time, pray to God.
Today, the story evolved to Angie was part of it too, and it got extremely graphic to that they would glue pieces of glass on things and use that on her, and it was very bad. It was super graphic. It's ever evolving and changing, and I apologize for anybody out there who has been like, let me ask you something, Miranda. How do you know that I've never been through some kind of essay in my life? Because most of us have, most women have, okay? At least one kind of or another. Not necessarily always being raped, but maybe being assaulted in another way or whatever. I gotta. Hello, Jess. Hello.
Can you hear me, Allie?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Thank you for coming up.
1 second, I'm so
Okay.
Yeah, I have, all right, hold on, I'll skip the tea. Give me 1 second.
Okay, we're good. Heather, you need help. Please get help. I hope Miranda is getting help, mental help.
Well, that's what it comes down to. I've seen people use this against me online too, like their past traumas, and they lie and they say that you're using that against them, just as they're doing to you here. You've never said she wasn't. Half the things she's going off about and get upset about were never stated here. But
Hello?
that, can you hear me?
Oh, you cut out right after you said but.
Oh, I said, I feel like this is their way of saying, don't focus on everything else. Don't focus on the crimes. Pity me because I'm a victim. And she may very well be, but that doesn't mean she didn't victimize somebody else. And they're deflecting with this whole, you know, the R situation, their sexuality, all those things. I mean, the manic posting throughout the night.
Oh
I've
my
never
God.
even made a video about this yet, and I'm being threatened because of my video. I mean, so clearly these are just two people who have gotten, I guess, their hands caught, and now they're saying, "Hey, look this way." You know, it's a typical move, and you're so gently hearted that this weighs on you, and I can hear it's weighing on you. So I want you to know, we all know they're lying. We all know they're lying. They can say you said these horrible things all day long. They can threaten you all day long. They can pull their typical wool over the eyes, but majority of us see things clearly. So please don't let the words they are saying get to you, because we know better.
Thank you, Jess, because it does get to you. And it's like, then I start to think, like, this girl is obviously very distraught. And I don't know what she's being told. She's not watching. You cannot tell me she's watching and coming away with what she just said. So I don't know what she's being told. I worry about her, you know, I don't know.
I disagree. I feel like they are watching. I feel like they're currently watching. And I feel like they just want people to believe that that's what you're doing to them. They want to paint you as the bad guy. It's a tactic. I believe full-heartedly this is them conducting this to try to distract from the bigger. I mean, 3 days ago, another creator went live and brought this whole situation to the forefront, right? They were correct me if I'm wrong, they were the very first live about this, right?
Yeah, wait, the first live about this was them. Well, Kim and Crafton, them,
Right.
and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Cher had talked some shit about Heather a little bit in passing and saying she was gonna do a video, but she had never done a video yet, like that the video she was planning. She kept pushing it back.
Right. So the first video was done over on C&K's, and during that video, they were loud, they were proud, they were in the comment section. It was a hype fest. It was, you know, they're using sexuality. These people are homophobics. It was all these deflection tactics, right? You went live the next day and you presented facts. You didn't go off emotions. You didn't swing nobody's sexuality, wasn't part of it. None of the insults, none of that. That day is when they said, oh, you know, their mental health is breaking, blah, blah, blah. Your mental health wasn't breaking when the live was in support of you the day before. You can't do all this stuff on, everybody has them threatening to take down channels. First off, the biggest TOS breaker there is scamming people. If any channel's going to go, it's yours. All hers, theirs. The slinging of drug addicts. That I'm really curious how certain people are defending them when they're dropping the R word and saying that children with autism and Asperger's are born because of drug and alcohol usage while in the womb. I mean, that they just say some ignorant, wild stuff, but they're also over there like threatening harm, threatening revenge, threatening this, threatening that. The only ones who are being hostile throughout this whole situation is them.
Yeah, they're going to take my channel. They're going to call CPS. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They're going to get TPOs. They're going to blah, blah, blah. Like all this stuff, all these insults, talking about, you heard Miranda, my sexuality. She wants to tell me what I am.
Yeah.
I've not done that to them at all. And I'm maybe I've said like little digs at Heather, maybe if like, but I don't even think I've really done that. I feel like I still try to keep it really just about what happened.
Well, here's the thing. They called us all junky R words, right? We're all junky, mentally challenged people. That was that was the verbiage used. Junky. So they're over there. They're the ones that are slinging mud. And then the minute you literally say anything, like maybe you need mental help, they're like, oh, how could you? They're like cowering little, cowards. Then they swing all this shit all day long. And the minute a piece of little drop of diarrhea comes on them, they're like, oh, my victim. No, you're not. Cut it out. Them saying you're not letting them speak and blah, blah, blah. They're the ones that are over there turning off comments. I haven't seen anybody comment on their community posts. I certainly haven't seen you. Nobody's tormenting them except for them. They are literally tormenting themselves. And honestly, if their mental point is to that place, log off. Being manic through the night posting and making videos isn't doing anything. And them threatening you with CPS, your kids are well taken care of. And welcome to YouTube, Miranda, Heather. The amount of CPS calls we've all had are through the roof. You're wasting CPS's time. Stop it. That's stupid.
Yeah,
Nobody's
shame.
channels are going to go down. I've been reported endless amount of times. My channel does not go down. And if it does, why would you do that? You know, I mean, to stop the truth. At the end of the day, you're doing nothing wrong, Ellie. It's just all deflections on their part. All of it.
Well, thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. And I agree with you. I think you're right about everything. It's so frustrating. Oh, and I stand with Miranda. Yes, we know. I've said that today and many times. Everyone knows. Back in the spring, when I did the first live about this, after that, I had spoken to them and things were not saying that we were great, but we were fine. We were on a level of working things out behind the scenes, not on YouTube. Then they mentioned me in several lives, Kim and Crafton's, their owns, many community posts, and then I went live again now. Yes, we know that.
Right.
But that was months ago.
And hi, Miranda. You do realize that's Heather or Miranda.
I'm Miranda.
One of them. I stand with Miranda, but yeah, no, live back in April, and it's been pretty dead. The only people that brought this back to the forefront was the live that they participated in the other day when they wanted to hide behind their sexuality. That nobody else is bringing up their sexuality. Matter of fact, Alex, you can do the rest of this live without ever mentioning their sexuality again. You know who can't? Them. They're the only ones that are weaponizing that or judging off of that. Nobody else. And for them to say the amount of gay pride stuff you've done, the amount of people that you've dated, for them to be like, you're not gay. I hate when people say that. It's like, shut up. Nobody else is out here hiding behind their sexuality and shouting it from the rooftops as a weapon. You don't know what Allie is. You don't know what I am. We don't know what 90% of the chat is. It's nobody's concern. We don't care.
I know. How can you tell somebody else what they are? Like, fucking excuse me? And then say, I've tried to tell her she's not gay. What?
Right.
No.
How many times have they tagged you in 24 hours? Do you know? Or mentioned you?
A lot. It's been a lot. They've
to
done
the point of harassment, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, same.
That's what I said before I did my first live. They kept making community posts and tagging me. They called me a crackhead. They called me a drug addict, criminal. Mm-hmm. And I wrote underneath, this is harassment. And Kim on her live was like, yeah, this is not harassment. You started this. No, that was months and months ago. Everything had died down. We had talked behind the scenes. I had actually been very kind to them, trying to help find a place in the middle where Miranda and Angie could have a relationship again. Don't tell me that. You don't know. That is harassment. You sitting there posting about me over and over, talking about my health, like my mental health, my drug addiction, my sexuality, all that. That's harassment. I'm not doing that to you.
Who's an 8-year-old child abuser?
I don't know.
Yeah. Because Miranda or Heather wants to know how it feels to support an 8-year-old child abuser. I don't know, because I've never supported an abuser in my life. I'll tell you what, though. I don't support people that abuse the elderly, take advantage of them. I don't support people that con people. I don't support people that show sociopathic traits to be able to do the things that were done. And at this point, I don't know why they either don't just turn off their YouTubes and go on with their lives until the courts handle it like they're claiming, or come out and confront what's actually being said. Did you steal this amount of money? I don't say forget, because you'll never forget abuse. If they've experienced that, I'm truly sorry for that. But that is not what we are discussing here. Why can't they meet us on the topics if they're not guilty? That is the biggest thing. Come out and show your own facts. Stop with the hysterics. Stop with the homophobic. Stop with the insults and the drug addicts. I'm a fucking felon drug addict myself. I didn't come out here ripping out my mama. I'm not out here pretending to be Chris Watts. I'm not out here trying to marry a family annihilator. Like, you're no better. Just because you weren't labeled doesn't mean you're any better. Drug addicts recover, okay? We all got the help we needed to be in recovery, and those who didn't will find their way, hopefully. But people like you who hide behind that, or hiding behind, like, they did nothing wrong because they're victims, you'll never change. They'll never change. We can recover. They can't. Get help.
Yeah, at least we can recover. And you know what? How do you shame someone who's in recovery? To me, that's stupid. It's like, you are not making me feel bad about myself. I feel I feel good about myself and what I've been through. I don't think they could live through it. I really don't.
And you know what? I think they would feel better about themselves too if they came out and cleaned their hands of their sins. right? You want to keep throwing religion in there. Clean out your sins, admit your faults, and work on yourselves. Nobody's out here trying to like. No, I am. I'm lying. I was gonna say nobody's out here trying to paint them as like devious, but at the end of the day, like what was done is devious. Address that.
Yeah, absolutely. Address that. Address the other people coming forward saying that they were told the same things. Address the script, the fake, all these, this whole entire like story of what happened that night you created in your mind that Chris told you that he didn't tell you. Address all those things. You scammed a whole community. Everybody was hanging on to her every word at times, thinking that she was actually talking to Chris. Address that. That's what's important here. All the other stuff, I hope police, like I said, take care of all of that. And I feel that they will. I know that, I know that.
Why
Angie's
hasn't that been taken care of?
What hasn't what?
Why, like they're saying, like we're going to the cops with this and that, and the SA allegations and all that. Why hasn't that been handled legally?
I don't know. They said that they've done police reports. No one has come to Angie's house about it, and she's like, at first we couldn't find anything working through that cop I told you about from Canada, the RCMP guy. He was like, he's like the main guy we deal with for this one dude. Now he has found some reports that they've made, but they don't. They know this guy knows exactly the whole story, everything, the scamming and everything. So they kind of, when they call or they see a report or something, because after here recently, they have been like trying to say that Angie was not. Oh, didn't you see like she was put a hit out on him and all that stuff? They called the police up there over that. And the police up there are just like, okay, they take the report and go on because they know what's happening. Yeah, Angie's put hits out on him. Angie, they have accusations that, and tied my name to this, that Angie hired a sex offender, I've told you this, though, to turn her straight again. Are you kidding me? That is that is
so stupid, but also it takes such a twisted way of thinking to even construct that type of lie.
I know.
And anybody can make a police report. I can call the cops right now and say Trump was just at my front door. So what? A police report's nothing. Anybody can make a police report. Follow through. And if the police believe that there would be an investigation, get to the investigations. Stop with the amount of threats they're doing towards you, towards me, towards all these people, Melissa Jade, these people that haven't even spoken yet. They're trying to silence everybody from speaking while saying you're silencing them. First off, make an audit count like the rest of us. Come on in. I'm hearing people are being blocked left and right over there. So who's silencing who? And argue what you want to argue, but nobody's going to listen. You're never going to, Allie, nobody will ever convince your audience or majority of people with a, straight mind on that you're a homophobic, that you're a racist. Who cares that you're a drug addict? You're in recovery, and I'm very proud of you. You know that. And you are one of the most gentle souls I ever met at the end of the day. And for people saying you're being paid to do this, no, like I said, you accidentally sent something to me in a chat months ago and said, it's something I'm working on. I don't want to delete it. I don't want you to think I'm doing something shady. And I said, I won't read it. And then I said, but what is it about? And you gave me a little rundown. You've been working on this for months. And where's the payment?
Yep. Oh, by the way, and thank you, Jess, so much. That means the world to me, and I love and appreciate you. But so Kim said in her live the other day, like, yeah, you ought to show your PayPals. And she didn't say my name, but I'm like, surely she's not talking about me. I didn't think she was. So I asked her to, prove it. And then she says again in the comments, you should show what you're being paid. So I went back and looked, and Angie has bought tie-dye for me. That is it, twice. Once in October before any of this happened, and then once in May. And dude, if you think that buying $100 worth of tie-dye before this even started, and then around the time, which I think that Miranda got one of the shirts because she bought like several different sizes for all of her family, which is pretty funny thinking back now. I don't know if she has that shirt, but anyways, you cannot tell me that 9 months of doing this every single day, day in and day out, is worth her buying tie-dyes for me, sending my kids snacks, and sending me super chats is paying me for that. That's crazy to me.
Everybody is part of a conspiracy on a payroll and everything else. If you listen to Kim and Kraft, and that is their first go-to. I'm supposedly being paid by a big creator too. Yeah, okay, shut up. You sound stupid. The conspiracies are through the roof. Show your PayPal. Show your PayPal. Why don't Miranda and Heather show their PayPals? How about that? Why don't you? Yeah, exactly. Let's get to that. Let's show the money. Where did it go? What was it used for? We know damn well Chris Watts didn't get no Jordans, and we know damn well there's no prison system out here saying we'll take a kidney for 50 of commissary. That doesn't happen. But I'm really curious to see how they defend the fact that everybody is R-word junkies and that autism is born because mother's a drug addict or alcoholic. How are you going to defend that, social justice warriors?
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some kind of reason or excuse. I don't know. Thank you so much, East Coast Beauty. I know I missed a couple super chats after I had logged off yesterday, and I made a post about it. And I want to tell you guys that my mods and Jess too had sent me a picture, making sure I didn't miss it. And I appreciate you guys so much. I really, really do.
Because she's not being paid by the mother, and every super chat does help out. And I'll tell you what, I'm right with Alex, that to claim that anybody's being paid by somebody else, the amount of harassment and just straight anger you experience going through these type of situations are not worth any amount of money, unless we're talking millions, then you could hire me. But nobody gets paid for this type of harassment and slander and just overall absolute insanity, because that's what it is. And the way Alex is this stuff hits her so deep, so much deeper than most people, which is why she doesn't do things like this. Alex doesn't do drama for this reason, because she can't emotionally handle it, because she's so good-hearted. So they know that about you, which is why they're on one hand trying to say, oh, we like you, Alex, yeah, because Lana does. But then on the next, they're trying to low-key jab you like they always do. So what if her mother is paying you for your help? Most people do get paid when they get help like this. That doesn't mean anything. Doesn't take away that you really want the message out there.
Yeah, and also I don't think that's why she's like sent me snack boxes for Bentley and sent super chats. I think she's done that just because she supports me. The first tie-dye she bought, I didn't even know about any of this. A lot of the super chats was before I knew it. She's just being like a supportive friend of mine. You know what I mean? It's not the Jessica spending like several hours a day every day. That would cost a lot of money over 9 months, a lot more than like $200 of tie-dye and some snacks. You know what I mean?
I absolutely know what you mean. And the amount of time that you take away from your children, and the amount of time that you're busy orchestrating everything and working on everything. That's what I'm saying. There's no payment that can be done on that. But if the mother wants to show you gratitude, same as K&S just did, buying a membership and a super sticker, it is no different than what any of us do on here. It's no different. That doesn't mean you're being hired. And with all due respect, and I'm not insulting you, Allie, but I promise you I'm not. But if they were going to throw money at somebody to investigate this, wouldn't it be like an actual legal person, PI, somebody who's like really truly experienced, not a YouTube channel? Just my thought.
Yes. And actually, thank you so much, KNS. And thank you, Emma Clover. And welcome, Pastor Mill. Thank you guys so much. Actually, Jess, when this first started, that's what we did. That's the first thing I told Angie. I'll search and find you a PI. And
right.
So yeah, that's you. YouTubers.
There's your coming in. I love
Lucille. I love Lucy thing in her picture.
I'm 5% of every super chat you just got came from me as well. So
Thank you, Katie. Okay, Jess. Thank you.
They just forgot to put my name on there. Silly. No, but I mean, seriously, it's all deflection. And this is what you're going to go through. You're going to keep showing proof. You're going to keep showing facts. And they're going to keep making allegations and deflections. And to sit up there and say, do you want me to keep going through my art kit? Nobody wants that for her. Nobody. And it makes me sad that, one, she's thinking that way. I don't know if it's like a con artist move or a manipulation on like somebody else in their ear. But I do know that if people who claim to care about Miranda and Heather truly cared, you would tell them to log off, get help, and seek legal advice, because this is bigger than, a few threats of S here and there. That's not going to stop it.
Yeah, and if you care, like for me, Miranda is just so going through it right now. That video and the one that's going on right now, there was one last night about me calling me cunt and this and that. She'd say, keep on sucking on her titties, and make like this
Oh.
Disgust. She just seems like she's really going through it, and I don't know what she's being told. Obviously she's not saying the truth, because I don't think she'd get on here and just, maybe she would, maybe she's seeing all of it, maybe she's seeing half of it, I don't know. But I have a soft spot towards her. I start to feel bad a little bit because she doesn't seem all the way together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, they can't be all the way together if this is the way they're acting and thinking. And you got 2 more amazing super chats. I love what they talk.
Thank
Pointer
you,
lover.
Rock, and thank you, Pointer Lover. You guys are the best. Thank you, guys. And just also think about this: true crime. There's not money in that. You don't do that for money. There's a lot of work and a lot of you don't get a lot of views, and I don't know. It's not something I don't think you go into like, oh, I want to get rich on YouTube. I'm going to go do true crime.
No, not at all. That we rely on super chats and memberships full heartedly. And
Yeah.
it can be a very nice, income coming in. And anybody who gets themselves to a place where they're making a very nice income is because they're doing something that people like or they're being genuine. For people, at the end of the day, they rob thousands of dollars off somebody. That is the money we should be focused on. Not what money's coming into you, not what money's coming out of here, out of that. Where did that money go? We know Chris Watts was never involved in this. Neither was Mark. Where's the money?
Yeah. I'm not sitting on here pretending to be Chris Watts collecting super chats. So
Right. That's just weird. Or going around to other big creators and saying, oh, Chris Watts, that is what they were doing. They conned this entire YouTube community. So for them now to threaten everybody into silence, it's not going to work. It's not. Matter of fact, everybody can report their channel. They're over there saying some of the most horrific things. You want to talk about hate crimes? Drug addicts are also, when you speak against drug addicts, you're speaking against, that's a hate crime as well, sweethearts. All the threats over there, the threats of violence, threatening to weaponize CPS.
And drug addiction is a mental illness. To talk about it the way they do is so disgusting. Heather said, I'm not shaming you because you're a drug addict. I just think drug addicts are disgusting. That's what she put back to me. And I just
as a drug addict, I think she's disgusting. So what? You know what I mean? Like, you think you're above drug addicts? You're weird. She's weird. And then over there saying the R word repeatedly. These are all like blocked terms on YouTube. So I think before they threaten to take people's channels down, they should really watch what they themselves are saying on there.
Can you believe Miranda thinks that I'm reporting her comments? Where could that possibly come from?
I'll tell you where. There's a mastermind ringleader who's literally taking advantage of these vulnerable, obviously something wrong with them people. They are guiding them in all the wrong directions. A true friend would say, listen, you were caught, you were busted, either delete your channel, put your channel down, whatever, get off your channel, but just go live your lives because you're not going to succeed through YouTube. The damage is done. People see you for who you are. And the more they're going live, the more enemies they're making and the more people are seeing like these people are truly sick. Anybody who did have any type of sympathy towards them that I've spoken to have now been like, wow, no, I no longer feel bad. I see they're using this as a weapon. And I'm like, yep, that's right.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh. And you haven't even done your live on it yet. Melissa Jade hasn't even done her live yet.
And we're all over there being threatened. Yeah. I'm reporting your live you made about me. I'm like, good luck, sweetheart. Find the title.
Thank you, Charlie, so much. Cher's in here. Hey, Cher. And thank you, Bobby Pin. Oh, thank you. Cher, oh my gosh. Cher wanted to come out the other night. If you want to, Cher, you can come up here now. I know Cher was going to be planning on doing a live too. You probably, actually, no, I don't think you were threatened to get your channel this time.
Cher wasn't threatened. Not this round. Probably videos, not the community thing.
Not this time. Oh my gosh. I just, if something would happen and they do get my channel taken down, just don't forget and don't let people forget what actually happened.
I'll just start a backup channel right now and have everybody in here subscribe to it right now, just in case. I don't think they would be successful because one, we've all been documenting their threats to do so, which proves to YouTube that they were kind of, and the things they're claiming they can report you on, you haven't done. We haven't done it. You can't report something that's not there. Unlike them, on the other hand, who can be reported for doing exactly what they claim they're going to report us for.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe do these on your other channel. I have a backup. It's called Real Talk with Alex.
Well, drop it now. Get everybody in here right now to go over and subscribe to it.
Yeah, can you guys drop it, Woofy or Lynn? And then Clover, thank you so much for being here and have a good weekend. And then there was a question in the test. It's definitely defamation. But Charlie, I think, said, has anything come up to show Heather has done something like this before? After my video, I got a comment from another person who had been sending her money. And then she said when she started talking about Mark Garagos, she quit sending money. I'm waiting to speak with her. But besides the script and all of that, I mean, she told the whole YouTube community that she was having phone calls with him all the time. I have a video on my channel right now with me, her, and Sherilyn, where she talks about how she has so many letters from him and they're so close and they talk all the time. And so
what I want people to remember is people like this at that age, they don't get a YouTube channel and then begin these behaviors. So and I love Charlie. Hey, Charlie, Vicky. I love all of these people that
thank
are
you,
super kind
Vicky.
and people, even people in the chat, everybody. But what I'm going to say is, in my personal beliefs and what I've witnessed, these behaviors began before YouTube, and probably somewhere along her life, she's probably done something similar to this, because you don't orchestrate something this big, this conniving, and this schemish without
Yes,
having
that's
the type of prior behavior, which
yeah.
is a criminal mindset. I mean, I'm a criminal. I'm a drug addict. I know what kind of scheming we do. And so
Yep.
for her to be able to flinging mud at criminals and drug addicts, you are addicted to conning people, probably pretending you're somebody else, literally like a fear thy neighbor, fear thy roommate type of situation, Lifetime movie, if you will. And not only that, but you're a criminal. You committed criminal activities. So you're literally shaming yourself while trying to shame a collective group of people.
Exactly. Think about how many in there are. Here we go. How do you know she was never essayed, Alex? Mountain vibes. Honey, I have not said that. That's the thing. I have literally said over here, we're not going to talk about that because that's a police matter. And it is supposedly down their end being investigated with police. And I know Angie has also gotten representation for the accusation. So we have not talked about that. I didn't. How would I know that? Come on now.
I never even knew that was part of this until I heard them say it when you were playing it, because I've never heard that be part of this at all. The essay, never heard it. The only part of essay I've heard with this situation is the alleged that they hired David to essay to straighten somebody out. That's the only time I've heard anything about anything like that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I didn't
Thank
even
you,
know that
Betty.
was
Betty, welcome. And oh my God, Jess, T. Adams, thank you so much. That is really, really kind of you, and I appreciate
I love
it.
that.
I do too. They're seeing a lot of new members, but a lot of people that I love, or new people in here, but a lot of people I love, like Betty Spaghetti. I had not seen that account before. But yeah, that's really nice of you, T. Adams. Thank you. And you guys, Jess, most of you know about her channel, but if you don't, please go over and subscribe to her at Granny's Watching, and the mods drop her
Well,
channel,
great.
drop her link. Don't be getting too drunk, mods. I know that this might make you want to, but
Charlie said, I stole Rolo's candy when I was 10. I'm a low crime criminal. Listen, I admit it. The chat can admit it. If you ever committed a crime, rather it's big or minimal, you went over the speed limit, you ran a stop sign, you rolled through a stop sign, you texted while on your phone, you drove without a seatbelt. Everybody somewhere has committed a crime at some point. You just were fortunate enough not to be caught. This whole criminal shaming, I mean, yeah, are there criminals out there that you should side eye and be worried about? Yeah, I mean, plenty. Is every felon a scary person? No, I'm a felon. You don't have anything to be afraid of me of, but some are. But this is also coming from the people who, one, pretended to be Chris Watts and really did write to him in jail, and the other one thought she was going to marry him. Who are you to judge us?
yeah.
What? I never murdered nobody. Didn't have a problem with criminals that day.
That's such a great point. Who are you to judge us? One was thinking they were going to marry Chris Watson. Yeah, exactly. Mountain Vibes, thank you for asking, then. And no, that is not true. They are like, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing this. They're trying to spin it so hard. I've not said that.
It's a deflection. It's a deflection. It's a look over their situation. A lot of con artists use it. It's horrible. They ought to be ashamed. So I'm assuming they're live right now.
They are. Oh,
Yeah.
They kept calling me a felon last night, and I'm like, why are they saying that? Then I guess Heather corrected
I'm
her.
the felon, you idiots. You assholes. I'm the felon. Alex doesn't have anything on her.
Get it right. No. But
Get
I
it
was
right.
thinking, she said, no, you're convicted of crimes. So I was thinking, I did. I've been so open about my past with you guys. You know that, Jess. I've been in trouble for stealing beer a couple times in college. And I've gotten a lot of like driving on suspended tickets. But that's
Right,
it.
but
So
that's not felonies. You can't screen space a felon and then say, oh, well, you're convicted of crime. But you're about to be convicted of a crime over there. Then what you going to do? We're all going to turn around and say, felon. I mean, what? Like she's committing criminal activity and deflecting it by saying, hey, you're a criminal. Okay, you too. Now what?
yeah, now what? Now let's talk about the truth here and what happened and why, you know, just
Gross.
stop trying to make everybody else into the bad guy, acting like you did nothing wrong. Everybody makes mistakes, right? But it's only when you can actually admit and hold yourself accountable and try to make it right, then you can move on. But when you make a mistake and you just deflect, spin, and it's not going to go away like you want it to unless you can man up, be a big girl, pull up your big girl britches, okay, and realize I was wrong. And I admit that and tell the truth and try to do better. It's not that
Right.
hard.
But for people that, yeah, I mean, for people like them, it is hard because they want to be in the victim mentality. I know so many people that are like this. I mean, one I'm dealing with right now claims I'm her harasser, but makes 15 videos about me a day, and I don't even mention her name. And then she says she was S8 as a child. I'm sorry if you were. You're not the only one, and I didn't know that, nor am I responsible. Stop with the deflection. Stop with the victim mentality. It's time to face responsibility like an adult would and say, I fucked up. You messed up. Now
Yep.
what? Just fix it. But all this weird stuff, that's what makes me want to even speak about them because there is no accountability. It's a whole bunch of finger pointing and deflection. And at this point, after everything that was shown, anybody who's defending them, there's something wrong with you morally. Morally, to support this, you have something lacking in you.
And they sit there and say it's because they had to get her out of a bad situation. Well, I played it here. Literally, Heather says herself out of her own mouth on Kim and Crafton's live from the other day of Heather and Miranda's story. She says that one day she came home from work and she saw Miranda had bruises on her, and she's like, what is that? And she showed her more bruises, and then Miranda opened up and told her about this, and they went straight and reported it. So that's not why you did what you did, sweetheart, because that was about 9 months later. Okay.
Right. Didn't she didn't she con Miranda to begin with by pretending to be Chris, and Miranda thought she was talking to Chris?
Yes. Thank you, Naughty Audio. Jess, I'll tell you what, this morning I was listening to a recording that I have of her friend who recorded her like in January or February, and she didn't know. She was recording her though because she had went missing and she hadn't talked to her for so long. Then she gets a call, so she decided to record it. Thank God she did.
Right.
And can you guys drop Naughty Audie's link, please? So during this thing, she tells her best friend that, please just give Chris a chance. He is so wonderful. You have no idea. He's just an amazing man. And welcome, Miranda Himmer. And then please, she's like telling her, please don't say anything. But, my lawyer told me that basically that there was a tracker in her IUD and that she had to rip it out. That's in the recording. And there's a lot of other things the lawyer told her. And she does speak really a lot about how much she loves Chris and their relationship and everything and how it's weird, but how, and Heather is just such an amazing friend. And I don't know. I'm thinking about trying to edit some of that out just because they keep pushing me, but I don't know if I should or not. Then also, there's some other things that I don't know. I'm at the point where I don't know if I should.
It's like, hey, friend, believe me, Chris Watts is a good person. He was just telling my mom how he was jerking off to me the other day. I mean, what the fuck kind of shit is that? That is so gross. Between the hey, mama, I just rubbed one out to your daughter, and the I'm sorry to be graphic, guys, and the whole, sell my kidney for commissary. There's some twisted, worded thinking going on there. And what I'm thinking happened was when she had to come clean to Miranda that she was Chris, she convinced Miranda, but all those conversations you had and fell in love with, you fell in love with me. Yeah, she thought it was Chris, but it was me. And somehow she brainwashed, in a way, Miranda, who seems quite frankly like she's being held hostage. Like, are you holding, like, reading things behind the camera and telling her what to say? Or can you wear red tomorrow to let us know if you're okay? Like, seriously. And you know what? You made a joke the other guest today, and it was hysterical. It's like, my kid also has coin, pirate coins. Does that make me a pirate? Them showing that thing and saying, oh, Miranda, Heather works for the police. Well, you're like Walmart security mall cop. Shut up.
Oh, in our
God.
group. Yeah. In that group chat. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, she's like, Heather works for the law enforcement, and then Heather's like, no, we're a branch off law enforcement or something. She's a security officer. But I told Jess, yeah, and we Bentley has lots of gold coins. I'm a pirate now.
I'm a pirate. Arr, like that. I mean, that's how like stupid the two like really are. But I mean, yeah, Miranda, if you wear red, we'll know you're okay. But if you wear yellow, we're gonna try to help you. So and blink twice and sneeze once, we'll know if you're all right. I mean, it's really concerning how she's. I don't know.
Yeah,
It,
I'm always careful, Lynn. I've been very thoughtful about the things that I've said, but it's all true. Now they're saying I went to rehab recently. Are you kidding me?
even if you did, so what?
I know, but I didn't. That's the thing. Like, dude, I just moved. I've been taking care of my sick mother. I have a little boy who just started kindergarten. We moved like 4 states, and I've been live. I wasn't live for like a week because I was sick, but I'm usually live like every couple of days at least. When the hell have I been had the time to go to rehab? I've been
I
to rehab
know.
twice.
You're
But
posting pictures by the lake. You're doing this. You're doing that. And again, they realize they need. First off, I hope somebody's recording everything because 90% of their lives are slander. Slander.
absolutely. When
I
is
mean, if
Granny
anybody
on
can get a
doing
PPO
her?
at this point, it would be you. You would honestly be able to get a PPO.
I've thought about. I've been thinking about some of that stuff. And thinking about,
But
well, ever
but
since, yeah,
we can talk about it privately too, because it would honestly be better to let them go ahead and follow it, and then you get to represent it back. But yeah,
I don't know that she would actually want anyone to show up against her. Like, she's saying that's a real one against Amanda, but why hasn't she been served? Do you not want her to show up? You just want to have the like paperwork to show you've done it? Because until she's served, it's not
it's not
valid.
legal. I can
Yeah.
go to the courthouse right now and grab a PPA or PPO or PFA paper and fill it out as well and present that to all of you. It doesn't mean it was filed with the courts, nor is it in legal standing unless and until the other side is not only notified, but given a chance to present their case, their dispute or whatnot. So they're lying. And that usually happens within 10 days because there are people that will falsely file PPOs to weaponize against others. So the other party always gets a chance to speak, and it's never a month apart. It's within days, always within days.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. But I'm wondering, does she really want someone to come against her in court? Because she knows we're not lying. Heather does. You know what I mean? Heather knows that she knows. She knows she's
Right.
busted. That's why I think the scare tactics. She wants people to be
Well,
scared
the
to
scare
talk about it.
tactic and the manipulation, the threats of self-harm, the threats of I'm at the ER with my wife and my wife's going to do this, my wife's going to do that. Well, guess what, with all due respect, I am very pro mental health. I recommend everybody has a psychiatrist. Believe me, I'm pro it. I'm very pro it. But most importantly, I'm pro that you are your biggest advocate for your mental health. And if your mental health is that low, if your wife's mental health is that low, then shame on you for letting her hear any of this and for you participating in any of it. Log off.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, I cannot agree more. Because like, why if it's that bad, why are you guys on here doing this and lying? Now Angie paid for me to go to rehab. What the fuck?
You know
Really?
what? I'm going to agree with to the moon right now. And Lord knows, you could imagine I'm to the moon agreeing with her. But the threats, the allegations, is it brainwashing or Stockholm syndrome? I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. I guess Miranda's mother knows more than anybody. Has she always been easily? I'm a gullible person. Is she gullible? Is she
Yeah.
naive? Is something there?
She told me she's not a leader type of person. Like, she's
Right.
more of like a follower. Rehab is a good place to be if someone's struggling. If anyone's out there struggling, there's no shame in it. I've
No.
done it a couple times, and it was wonderful for me. I walked out of there a new person, even though after both times I did relapse. That's not what got me clean eventually. It was getting pregnant. But if you need to go, there's no shame in it.
No.
Nobody is perfect, and we all have mental health issues.
Matter of fact, if you need help finding a rehab near you, finding a hotline, finding anything, my email is always open. No
Yep,
shame.
absolutely,
But
and mine too.
and people have to remember, Heather is a very, very manipulative con person. I mean, think about what it takes to orchestrate, to even construct what she did, right? To even think of it, to even come up with it, then to actually orchestrate it as smoothly and as well as she did for as long as she did and as deeply as she did. Now imagine if this was somebody you loved. I mean, we all know somebody in our lives, right, that are like really good at, we call them a narcissist or manipulators. They're really good at talking their way out of a paper bag, right? They can be caught red-handed. If you love that type of person, you're in love with them, you know how easily they can fool you. I mean, they can tell you the sky's green and you'll be like, wow, I never saw the sky green before, because
Yeah.
they're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Taken and somebody who's, usually not a leader, they're a follower, they're easily manipulated, they're gullible. I mean, in some ways that is a victim as well. And a lot of people came to me and said, well, why would the mother keep doing it? Why would the mother keep sending money? What's with the mama thing and blah blah blah? First off, you have to remember, not everybody's the same. Different styles, cultures, life, different countries, all that stuff. She lives a different life. She's a religious person. It was her daughter. She thought her daughter was going to find happiness. They believed Chris was innocent. And for some reason, they believed Miranda was Chris. We don't know why, but we're not here to victim blame as somebody who's taken advantage of nonetheless. And they are a victim.
Woofy, yeah, you can send them now. Oh my God. I think, I don't know. You're right. I know somebody that's just like that in my old life. That would have been just like Heather, but I would never have been like, I don't know, like Miranda, believing it so easy. But go ahead. You go ahead. My brain is all over anyway.
No, I'm
Jess.
sorry. I was just saying, but you're street smart, Allie. You lived the life, right? You lived the drug
That's
addict
true.
life. You're street smart. Not everybody is.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that. Thank you, Peach. And Miranda has lived a very sheltered life, so the exact opposite, actually.
Right.
Woofy, you can send the clips. I'll if you have them, I can pull it up on my cell phone. I don't even know if I want to see it. I'm already angry and shaken up inside and just so annoyed at all of this because it's just been so twisted. But then also, I'm really grateful that I'm for so many things that the girls were able to help, and Janet and Roz and Amanda come together and do that timeline so you guys could see all the details and really see what's happened. And then all of you guys standing up and is just making it a lot easier. But it's so stressful. You're right. I am too sensitive for this stuff. It shakes me to my core. An argument with my friends in private shakes me to my core. I will cry for days. Like I can't take it. I'm too sensitive. So, but yeah, thank you so much for being here and being supportive and all that. Pointer lover. I can't believe 5 months.
You are sensitive, and you do need a good support system around you to remind you that I don't care what they say about you. You're not who they're trying to make you to be, and you're not doing this for any other reason than you believe with all your heart that, like the rest of us, she was done wrong. Yeah. This was wrong. Master manipulative. It's horrific. And actually, I wish Dr. Phil would pick it up.
Oh, she mentioned that in her live today. She's like, oh, and you guys said something about Dr. Phil. For what? I don't remember what she said, but I wish he would too, because he's not just going to believe either side. He's going to do like anybody who looks into it. I wish the New York Post would pick it up. Somebody that would actually investigate. So it wouldn't just be like us saying this. It'd be other people.
Somebody would pick it up. You got the big case, the Chris Wass case, Family Navigator. Somebody pretends to be him and cons a YouTube community, true crime community, and a mother and a daughter. Somebody would take it. I mean, it's a hell of a Lifetime movie in the making. Somebody would take it. No, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't say, I reached out to Dr. Phil. He's my best friend. Here, I'll call him.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Phil's in the chats all the time. Have you seen that alt? The Dr. Phil alt?
Yeah, Dr. Phil, yeah. I'll jump down into the chat so you can finish with the rest of your life. But just remember, they're not going to silence you. And guess what, Miranda, Heather? You can silence, maybe you might be able to silence Allie, but you'll never silence the rest of us. And there's about a dozen of us behind her now. So good luck getting each of us down collectively, because you won't. You won't.
Thank you,
not
Jess.
Before the truth is out there. And I even if you're a channel owner or not, if I can ask of one favor, any live you see pertaining to this, push the share button, because you can do that. Whether you are an actual channel or not, you can share out other things, can't you? Right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then this way, no matter what, these videos are getting out there to even the most random places. Make it hit the algorithm. Everybody thumbs it up right now. Make a comment on every video you see, rather you just write out the words hi. This way it gets bumped up a bit. Keep this up in the forefront so they can't silence anybody.
Yep, you're exactly right. And now, all of you guys, I got to go get Audie's from yesterday. And then when you guys do it, I'll be sharing that and be there to support you guys. And Jess, thank you so much. It means the world to me. I really appreciate it. I really, really do.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. And thank you for working so hard on this for as many months as you did. And you kept it confident. You didn't do it for views or likes. You were doing it behind the scenes, many hours, many heartfelt conversations. And dude, anybody who say you did it for any other reason is they don't know you and they don't deserve to know you. So from one drug addict to another, I am proud of you. And again, I am the felon, bitches. I'll be in the chat.
Well, I'm proud of you because I'm proud of Jess because she's not committing felonies anymore. No, seriously, that means the world to me, and I really appreciate it so much. And if you guys aren't subscribed again to Jess's channel, the mods are dropping her link, and it's called Granny's Watching. You'll see it be dropped by the mods in the chat. Definitely go subscribe. Okay, and then this is something I wanted to address. Now that she's alleged her mother being part of the SA, I don't know how we can leave it out. Well, the thing is the story is evolving and changing as far as that part of it goes. And none of us were there, and until the police, can actually look into it, because there's a lot of factors there. Her brother lived hours away. Miranda had her own apartment. Matter of fact, in the messages, as soon as Heather and Angie start becoming friends, Angie's sending her pictures saying, look at how beautiful my daughter's apartment is. So I don't know. There's a lot to it. I just don't know that we can actually, it would ever be right for us to talk about that or get into that, because we weren't there. And I don't know. I don't know. I can't wait for that day too, Nadie. I don't think she'll come. Okay, we got a couple messages. I'm not going to listen to them all, but F you, Alex, horrible person, Erickson. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Oh, I can't even watch it now because it's private, but she recorded it too. But yeah, wow. I guess you guys, I know, to the moon. It's hard because it's a fine line right there to walk. Are gullible and scammers will prey on them, unfortunately. Yeah, and a lot of people, they're like, how would anyone believe this? But you guys, people get scammed every day. Even you get those phone calls, and I've even bought into it before, that say it's like the Social Security Administration, and someone's used your identity number to scam, and can you give us your bank information? Like, I've literally been sitting there giving them my information, and my mom's like, whoa, what are you doing? No, they will not call you up on the phone. And I'm street smart, like I am. But all kinds of stuff. Heather is threatening me with a PPO with CPS with contacting my job, which she outed on her live last night, saying I've attacked my kids and can't be around. Jana, I am so sorry. I think it's time that we, I'll talk to you in private about that. Thank you, Brittany. And I got you too. And I love you guys. I really do. I know Brittany's been covering it, Naughty Audie, and their links are being dropped as well. And then Jess, Melissa, their links will be dropped. And then I'm trying to think if there was any others I had seen. Oh, To the Moon had done it. And of course, you guys know Truth Teller did that live that a lot of people really, it was very emotional for a lot of people. It was a really good live. And then I don't know. Give me 5 minutes and we'll go. Bentley's ready to go swimming, y'all. I got to get off here and take my baby swimming and go float away. Heather is a groupie. She and her mom spent years chasing an imaginary life, trying to mingle with celebrities that don't even know who they are. She's learned how to con. I've heard some stuff about her mom, and Michael Jackson. This is like a movie. Yep, exactly, Naughty Yachty. Jana, I'm so sorry that that shit has been put out on you, and I am so sorry that you are one of the most like fair, genuine, gentle, good people, like honest, good people that I've met on here. You're incredible. So it's just awful to see. No, we need Jerry Springer. Hey, Gabby. And then I guess a lot of stuff happened on here last night. I'm a recovered felon that I missed. That I can catch up to. I like to listen to stuff happening while I'm floating around in the water. Crazy Mama, I don't like to because I think a lot of it's silly. And look, it's tough because when I came on here as a creator, like I made friends with a lot of people in this community, in the Watts community, not the drama community, and like the Watts Island community, right? And then as time went on, of course, those people, some of them were friends, they start fighting with each other, and you care about so many people. And look, I'm the first to say it. I have friends who have done things that maybe aren't the best, but all of them try to do better and be better. And, it just makes it tough because I want to see the good in people. I like to, and I just want to have peace at the end of the day, right? I just do. But there's certain stuff that it just goes way too far. Like today, everything that I heard, I had to address it because I felt like I've not said literally one thing that she's saying I've said. I'm hoping and praying she will click on my video instead of going live and cussing me out. Click on that video and watch and see. Watch the things that you said I said and listen to the fact that I have never said that. I need to know that she knows that. It's bothersome. Same here. Oh, thank you, Naughty Yachty. Yep, I completely agree. Truth Teller Jess and Melissa all said that at the same time. We are all Bible thumping, angry, homophobic drug addicts. Oh my God. And how can you put down so many people in your own chat? That is such a good point, like that Jess made. You know how many people that you're like have been through the things that you're talking about? And also, another thing, truth teller, that I appreciated about your life. And I know that people have their feelings about it, right? Because we're in a different time now where there's a lot of more acceptance. And back in the day, there wasn't. And especially if you're from a southern country, a lot of Southern Baptist Bible Belt area, right? There's still to this day so many people who don't agree with that and accept that. And to hear somebody just say, that goes against my religion, it is what it is. It really, like, honestly, I thought that was nice to hear because people get demonized for that all the time. So to hear somebody just say, look, that's how I feel, and I'm sorry, we can't all be the same. I try to be respectful and this and that, but that is honestly how I feel. So I appreciated that a lot. Thank you, Without Borders. Yep, absolutely. We all make mistakes. What matters is we learn from them. With my last name. Ugh. She always lived at the farm. Yeah, in the text you can see she had an apartment. She also had boyfriends she lived with and stuff. That's not true. Thank you, Miss Brittany. The only one that she may believe at this point, but her phone is being monitored, in my opinion. Hey, Amanda. All right, you guys. If any of you guys, Roz, girl, oh my God, I'll have to send you the clips. Oh, you did send me some? Okay, hold on. Before I go, we'll just have a listen. Oh, dear God. There's only a couple.
Talking about, she's just boosting David. Oh, yeah, right there. Proof Allie does do drugs. Well, yeah, proof of her going to rehab. How about that? We'll see. Allie does drugs. Yep. That she's an addict. Mm-hmm. She's also a criminal. Mm-hmm. So I think it's quite ironic that criminals. I'm sure Amanda Jo has some.
Allie does. I smoke weed. I've been really honest about that. So that ain't drugs.
Talking about, she's just boosting David. Oh yeah, right there. Proof right there.
Allie does do drugs, and we have proof of her going to rehab. How about that, Wolfie? Allie does drugs. Yep, because she's an addict. She's also a criminal. So I think it's quite ironic that criminals.
You've got proof of me going to rehab? I went to rehab in like 2014, 2013. Okay. Wow. How do you just lie like that so confidently when you're sitting there threatening people with lawsuits? The fuck? I have an attorney. I've had one for a while since I got divorced. That's a friend of my dad's. And I think, I don't know, I'm not happy about this.
David Carter.
I don't know. Maybe CPS needs to be made aware.
I think we should. I think CPS should be aware of that. I really think so. I think it really goes to show who you hang out with and who your friends are too. Like all your mods and your little posses and who you associate with. I think it really shows your character, you know. She's continually going on and on and on, over and over and over and over again.
Threatening to call CPS
she's
on
not
some.
saying that your mom's a moron gave you money.
Oh, it's okay for this moron to give you money and to feed. How many times did she give
Heather
you?
told her I'm
I
upset
think it'd be like
because her mom's a moron that gave her money.
she's continually going on and on and on, over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, she's upset because your mom's a moron gave you money.
Oh, it's okay for this moron to give you money and to feed. How many times did she give you rehab? How many times did she give her?
I don't know.
I think it'd be like a couple of times that she was rehab, if I remember
I
correctly.
know that she did
What?
for rehab. She relapsed.
Yep.
What?
But it's a different story.
Oh, yeah.
The money goes instead of because someone can't keep a needle out of their arm, it goes to helping you get out. Then it's an
What the fuck? Then she said something about because I relapsed. Are you kidding me? My mind is blown. How do you make shit up like this off the top of your fucking head? Mod Squad, please don't say that about Allie. She's not doing that currently. She's a recovered addict. Sharcy too. Thank you guys. Don't even worry about it though. It's honestly not even worth going in there to say a damn thing to them. I cannot. My mind is blown right now. I got to hear that again.
So,
David Carter.
I don't know. Maybe CPS needs to be made aware.
I think we should. I think CPS should be aware of that. I really think so. I think it really goes to show who you hang out with and who your friends are too. Like all your mods and your little posses and who you associate with. I think really shows your character, you know. She's continually going on and on and on, over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, she's upset because your mom's a moron gave you money.
Oh, it's okay for this moron to give you money and to feed.
She told her that I was upset because her mom's a moron that gave her money. What? I didn't say that.
I think it'd be like a couple of times that she was
The
rehab.
fuck?
I know that she did pay for her rehab. She relapsed.
Yep.
But it's a different story.
Oh, yeah.
The money goes instead of because someone can't keep a needle out of their arm, it goes to helping you get out. Then it's an issue. Well, listen, you stupid. Goes instead of because someone can't keep a needle out of their arm, it goes to helping you get out. Then it's an issue. Well, listen, you stupid.
Because someone can't keep a needle out of their arm? Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot believe she just said that. That is complete defamation.
It works for you. There's nothing you like, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Fucking moron.
I just love these fucking nut jobs. Just feeding off this.
They want the money to get addressed.
Yeah.
How about this? Angie is a retard. Angie is a retard.
Why isn't she on your panel? Why isn't she talking?
Oh, because Angie will get on and she'll say,
Spells.
it works for you. There's nothing you like, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Fucking moron.
I just love these fucking nut jobs. Just feeding off this.
They want the money to get addressed.
Yeah.
How about this? Angie is a retard. Angie is a retard.
Why isn't she on your panel? Why isn't she talking?
Oh, because Angie will get on and she'll say,
Spells.
Oh my God.
Oh, and then she's gonna try to go jump on this channel. And the channel, I guess we're gonna do. We're gonna lose. Strike that channel. Strike this channel.
She's not intelligent, baby. That's
Yeah.
what it is. She doesn't have
Oh, I know. Trust me. I know her life story. I actually know it. That's the funny thing is. I
Mine?
don't know it, but she doesn't know anything about me. That works. I'm not gonna be here bashing.
You're the.
channel.
Oh, and then
Wait,
she's gonna try to go jump on this
hold
channel.
on.
The channel, I guess we're gonna lose.
She's okay. She's not going to bash me. She knows my life story though. And I have no education. I went to 3 different colleges. I haven't finished my bachelor's yet, but I do have some education, but you don't know my life story and you are bashing me. You are saying things that aren't true. Your wife just said that I can't keep a needle out of my arm. Do you understand how not okay that is? You stupid fucking bitches, man. Mm-mm. No wonder they privated it. That's all right. Glad that we got it. I'm calling my lawyer today. I'm not going to get a PPO on them. I don't care. I don't want to. Anything I've said is the truth anyways. I don't want to make it where I don't even want to do that. I'm not scared of them physically. That's what they're for, right? But I'm definitely going to have to talk about this to people around me, right? Because this is just too far.
So, David Carter.
And then Kim in the chat is just saying, oh, she supports it. She's telling the chatters.
I think we should. I think CPS should be aware of that. I really think so. I think it really goes to show who you hang out with and who your friends are, too. Like all your mods and your little posses and who you associate with. I think it really shows your character, you know. When she's continually going on and on and on, over and over and over and over again. Yeah, she's upset because your mom's a moron gave me money. Oh, it's okay for this moron to give you money and to feed. How many times did she give you rehab? How many times did she give her? I don't know.
Rehab? Are you fucking idiots?
Relapse. Yep. But it's a different story. Oh, yeah. The money goes instead of because someone can't keep a needle out.
Someone can't keep a needle out of their arm. That's all right. Thank God, by the grace of God, I have not relapsed. Because guess what? A lot of times when people relapse after being clean for a long time, they die. Because it's really serious. You know, drug addiction, people die from it every fucking day. You stupid. Amanda. Using the R word like that, I know. I cannot believe that you just so carelessly say that, knowing it's not true. That's the crazy part to me. What the fuck? I know, crazy mama, you're right. Kim didn't. No, Heather did. And I'll tell you, Kim was in the chat saying, chatters, maybe you should start criticizing both ways. Yeah, if I was over here bashing anybody, saying what their accounts of their past wasn't true, calling anybody names, talking about their mental health issues, which they're talking about my addiction, any of that stuff, then I could see someone having a problem. Hold on. I just can't believe you would so go on your channel and just so boldly claim things that aren't true and that you know are not true. Okay, number one. Oh my God, I'm having to walk away from Bentley because he's trying to, he came outside, so I came inside. But yeah, I just can't believe you would say that. Rehab's really expensive. The one I went to was like $10,000 a month, and you don't stay for a day or two. It's like a 28-day thing, okay? I cannot. I have to say it. If anyone supports this and them after everything that has came out, I have zero respect for you. And there's no doubt you know who you're supporting bad behavior. I appreciate people that were in there trying to stand up for me. I don't want my friends to do that at all. I don't want you guys getting drug into this crazy shit. But I'll tell you what, I lost a lot of respect. I have none left for a couple people right around them. I'm done. You will not sit in a chat and mod while they are saying those things about me that are not true. You can't keep the needle out of your arm. Are you fucking serious? Do you know how many people have died in my life from drug addiction? Seriously. I am so fucking sick of the addict shaming. It is not fucking funny. Neither one of you fucking bitches know what it's like to live in that kind of misery, and there ain't no way that you could survive it. Because look what, you can't even survive the trouble that comes from your own fucking actions. I didn't see what Truth Teller said, but I know she has a lot to say. I'm sorry, Rena. What was it, Rena? I didn't see it. Love that saying, TT. You can recover from addiction. You can't recover from a black heart. F them. The word just can't come out of my mouth. Holy cow. Lies. Straight lies. You get on your chin. You are so bothered. I'll be making more videos for these idiots. TT. My brain is going crazy. It's hard not to make your thank you, Granny. Not for your brain not to go crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go hang out in the water. You guys message me later. If anybody is struggling with addiction and you are ashamed, you don't know what to do, you need help finding my brain's not even working. You need help finding the word starts with an R. If you need help finding numbers or places where you might can go and things like that, you can email me. I know Jess said her email address, her email is open for that as well. Do not suffer in silence. Let's not forget that this is a serious disease that kills people every single day. And it is absolutely not okay to sit back and lie like that and talk about things like that. That is disgusting to me. And anybody in that chat with a wrench or with any you cannot have dignity and stand behind that. You can't. That is the absolute most disgusting shit I've heard on this platform for a while. But I hope that you guys have a great day. If anybody else does go live about this, I'll definitely be in there, come by there and chat with you guys. Because I always take my earbuds when I go swimming. I love to have I've plugged my phone in outside at the dock and then put it up, but then I'll have my earbuds in. So I'll listen and come back and forth to chat when I can. I buried 2 siblings to overdose. I know. I'm sorry, Occam's razor. Rehab should be more affordable. Shame on you. Absolutely disgusting. Can I just tell you one thing though? I really appreciate you guys and you guys having my back and everything, that you are everyone coming together and everything. It means the world to me. And yeah, thank you. And I hope that you guys have a great day and I'll see you later, okay? Bye.